The ninth hour. We all wait in trepidation for the ninth hour to come. For Israel was defeated in the ninth hour of Hoshea, for they had sinned against the Lord their God. 2 Kings 17:6. And in the ninth year of Nebuchadnezzar's rule, he overtook the city and burned the house of the Lord. 2 Kings 25:1. And the 9 days of Av are the 9 days of mourning, in remembrance of the temple that was burned. And in the ninth year after the Jubilee, his people waited anxiously for the harvest to return. Leviticus 25:22. For when the 6th hour came, darkness fell over the whole land until the ninth hour. Mark 15:33. For when the sun was nailed to the cross, darkness fell over the land. But the darkness fell not from the moon, for a solar eclipse lasts only 3 minutes, but darkness would fall for 3 hours. And the darkness would cover the whole land, for the sun was nailed to the cross, and darkness fell over all the land, for the sun and the light had expired. And when the 6th seal is broken, the darkness shall fall once again. I looked when he broke the 6th seal, and there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth made of hair, and the whole moon became like blood. Revelation 6:12. And then we'll know that the end will come soon, for who can withstand the judgment indeed? The symbol for 9 is the Greek letter theta, and theta is derived from the Phoenician letter teth, which was written as a circle and a cross. And this cross with the sun is a symbol for the earth, for the Son carried his cross on the earth, for he humbled himself by becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. Philippians 2:8. And theta was written as a dot within a circle. And this ancient symbol represents the sun god in the clouds. And now the Son of Man sits and waits in the clouds. Then I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and sitting on the cloud was one like the Son of Man. Revelation 14:14. And the value of Jesus Christ is 9. For the value of his name, Iosus Christos, is 9. And the derivative of theta is Theo, which means God. For God's name is Iosus Christos Theo Iosoter, for his name is Jesus Christ, Son of God Savior. And Theo is derived from the sun goddess Helios, who drives with his chariot through the wind. For behold, the Lord will come with anger and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword the Lord will judge all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Isaiah 66:15. And in Athens, theta means thanatos, or death. For this symbol was used as the penalty of death when judging the fate of a prisoner. And though they found no cause for death in him, they asked Pilate that he should be put to death. Acts 13:28. And when the 6th and 9th join together, the earth shall turn dark, and the universe shall tremble. Therefore I will make the heavens tremble, and the earth will be shaken from its place at the fury of the Lord of hosts, in his day of burning anger. Isaiah 13:13. For the symbol represents the dual nature of God and his creation. For the symbol represents yin and yang, the dual nature of man and creation. And this symbol represents the structure of DNA, the genome from Genesis that sustains all generations. And this symbol represents the dual nature of atoms. For the components of protons and neutrinos are unified by spiral helical fields. And this symbolizes the dual nature of the sun and the magnetic field of their two poles. And this symbolizes the dual nature of the sun and the dual nature of a lion and a lamb, and his dual nature to save and destroy. For when the 6th and the 9th come together, the symbol is the black hole of space and of time. And through the death of space-time, the space of death shall be destroyed. For the last enemy that will be destroyed is death. 1 Corinthians 15 and 26. For scientists are correct in postulating that the universe was created by a Big Bang. For in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. Genesis 1 and 1. And that Big Bang, most scientists concur, is a black hole. A black hole is a region of space in which the gravitational force is so strong that not even light can escape from its grip. And surrounding the black hole is a region called the ergosphere, which entraps any mass within its vicinity. And when a mass is dragged in by its pull, that mass is accelerated to exceptional velocities, and eventually approaches the speed of light. And when velocity increases and approaches the speed of light, then proper time decreases and thus slows down. And who then is the faithful and sensible slave, whom his master put in charge of his household to give them their food at the proper time? Matthew 24 and 45. For thousands of black holes exist in our galaxy, but greater than 90% have yet to be found. And truly, scientists have recently concluded that the center of our universe is a black hole, and its mass is billions of times greater than our solar system, and its width is millions of light years wide. Yet another concerning fact is that mass is decreasing, for the universal prototype is slowly losing mass. The 118-year-old cylinder that is the international prototype for the metric mass, kept tightly under lock and key outside Paris, is mysteriously losing weight, if ever so slightly. AP, September 12, 2007. And if we apply the laws of relativity and the first law of thermodynamics, then the only logical explanation is that the speed of light is increasing. And this would explain why global warming is occurring. For global warming is not due to carbon emissions, but is due to an increase in the speed of light. For when the sun delivers more photons to the ionosphere, the solar heating of our atmosphere thus increases. For the ionosphere is an ionizing layer above the Earth's atmosphere, which is dominated by ions, which are called plasma. This plasma is affected by photoionization from UV rays, and when the energy from the sun increases, the plasma density increases in an exponential manner. And this increase in the ionosphere has a profound effect on the atmosphere below. For the shift in plasma density dynamically and chemically drives the solar currents and alters the thermospheric wind patterns and enhances the equatorial electrical jet currents below. And the Mayans foretold that global warming would occur, for as I said, the solar winds would increase during the transition period of the final cycle from 1999 to 2012.